Hello and welcome to Ensemble Teacher Tech. My name is Gregg Charest, and I want to talk to you today about online rehearsals. Specifically, one of the things that's making me more successful this year, and that is that I'm using backing tracks to have my students perform along with. I'm able to do that with some software that's called Farrago, that's made by Rogue Amoeba. I'll include a link to Rogue Amoeba's website in the description of this video. And if you promise to stick with me this whole video, Rogue Amoeba is including a huge discount, actually much bigger than their normal education discount. It's twice as big as their normal discount for you if you're willing to stick with me here, and also because I'll be giving a clinic later on this school year, February of 2021, for the Western International Band Clinic. That's WIBIC, and I hope to see you there. But I'm going to talk today specifically about using this Farrago software and some of the things that help me in the classroom. That is honestly because of some independent composers, and I'm going to give them a shout out as well. Thanks to those guys for setting up their backing tracks in the way that I'll describe for you here today. So just quickly, my name's Gregg Charest. I've been a band director for the last 20 years in the Exeter West Greenwich Regional Schools of Rhode Island. And I want you to experience some of the same success that I'm having with virtual band and with synchronous band. I think that, allow me to editorialize, but I think that students will perform better this year with a very strong sense of pitch in their ears. And so that means that I have been using these excellent quality backing tracks so that they have a strong sense of rhythm. They can't necessarily see me conducting in front of them right now. And so having a metronome in their ear is great, and also being able to hear an incredible pitch reference is so important for them all the time. I'm using Farrago to do that. Farrago is a soundboard, which is a standalone piece of software that plays audio. Soundboards have become very, very popular in the last year or two, or maybe even further back than that, to live stream. If you were a gamer, you might trigger sound effects while you're broadcasting. If you're a podcaster, you might, like I am right now, using Farrago to control the soundtrack to what's going on behind me here. It's very, very easy to use. Probably the best benefit, the most major accomplishment of Farrago is just how easy it is to use. Before I go any further, I think it's worth mentioning that I'm on a Mac, and it's not that these things can't be possible on a PC, but this is very specifically for people that are using a Mac. So first things first here, Rogue Amoeba is a great company. They make a lot of great software, and again, I will put this in the comment section below, but Farrago, met by Rogue Amoeba, is what we're talking about here today. They do include a free download. That's the full version of the software, so you're able to get exactly what I'm showing you today. The very, very small limitation is that after using some of the sounds that you'll program in, and I'll show you how to do that, but after using a few of those sounds, they intentionally degrade the quality of the sounds coming out of Farrago after that. They want you to purchase it, and honestly, you should. So let's talk about this. Farrago is so simple, and the way it's set up is, if you're looking at the left-hand side of my screen over here, you can see there are sets, and sets are the way to, for me, to organize tracks by purpose. And so you can see I've got my soundtracks for today. I've got some fun effects. I have some SpongeBob quotes from my middle school students, office quotes, repertoire, warm-ups, and I have more repertoire pulled aside here so I can show you just in a little bit. But when you first open this up, you're going to be opening this up and you'll see a sound set, probably just one, and then it will say no sounds yet. This is so easy to drag and drop, and I just want to quickly tell you that I was very lucky through the advice of a great friend, very close friend, to stumble upon Ben Hilton and his virtual band consortium this year. So quick shout out to Ben, because he's doing some awesome work, totally worth your money and your school district money, to talk about this. He calls it the COVID curriculum, and he's got compositions. The package includes 4 grade level compositions along with backing tracks and PDF sheet music, fundamental band exercises, breathing, buzzing, long tones, flow studies. There's just so much to this, so I'll give you a link to this also in the comment section below. So check him out. But I have downloaded some of the tracks that Ben has, and I'm just going to quickly fade out my theme music here, and we'll come back to the sound set. So this is how easy this is. So I've downloaded some of these tracks that Ben's created, and again, so awesome. And it's as easy as dragging one track into this tiled setup here. And you can see that this is in real time. There's no editing that's going on here. Each of these tracks has, now these happen to have numbers at the bottom, but let's just drag one more across here. And we will see, there we go. A little struggle there, but there's a letter here, and these all correspond to the letters on my laptop keyboard. And so if I was to press the number 1 or press the letter Q, these are called hotkeys on the Mac. And if I press those, it will, I have to have Farrago brought to the front. There we go. It'll trigger one of these tracks. So again, Ben's tracks are just awesome. We'll hear clicks. And then great concert band sounds. This is from some of the warm-ups that he gives. Isn't that great? Right, so we can come back to this in a little bit, but I'm going to fade that out for now. And just tell you that Ben has lots and lots and lots of tracks to organize. So for example, my middle school band rehearsal will include some breathing exercises, some buzzing exercises. These are not all of them, they're just some of them. One of the things I love about the way Ben has set this up is that he's given us multiple tempi for rehearsal purposes, so something a little slower for your younger students, and as they become more proficient, to increase beats per minute. I think it's also important to notice. Now, I've done this independently. This is my work, but I have color coded these so that it's easier for me to look at. I'm kind of a dork for that kind of stuff, but it helps me organize mentally and allows me to look at this tile system quickly and sort of visually identify where I am. So I am going to also just quickly show you one more setup that Ben has done, but also I was so lucky through great band director friends to come across Jeff Herwig, who's a great composer, and he's written this piece Nightmare, which is not available yet for the general public, just for the people that were in the consortium, but you can look at his perusal score and visit his website. Again, links will be below. Jeff is doing amazing work, and so I'm going to take you to my Nightmare setup here, which is actually not a nightmare at all. And what Jeff has done is he's given us rehearsal tracks that start at specific measure numbers. So wherever we have like box 13, box 23, box 31, box 43, he set this up so that I have these tracks available to me to start by, I press the letter Q, and I'm queued up to measure 13 all the way to the end there. I hit the escape key if I wanted to stop that, if there's something I want to verbally address. And let's say, we're moving to a different portion of the rehearsal, and maybe this isn't really a linear rehearsal. I want to start at measure number 43, different tempo, and you can hear great backing track. So he set us up with these clicks, and after the clicks, obviously the measure-specific rehearsal tracks. Thank you, Ben and Jeff, for allowing me to demonstrate these tracks here, and for playing these tracks over the internet to you, but also just for setting this up this way. It's been very inspiring to work this way, and I feel like my students are benefiting in a huge way. I also want to just wrap things up here today by telling you that I'm going to be making some more of these videos, and so for example, I'm using a piece of music right now, which is the Festival of Carols, arranged by Randall Standridge. I'm doing this with my middle school band. And Randall does not offer the tracks by measure number, but he has given me permission to edit those the backing tracks that he does include, which by the way are excellent quality. It's not meant to be a complaint, and the reason I mention it at all is because I want you to be successful in your rehearsals, and I'm going to show you how to set up backing tracks like that for yourself. So stay tuned in. Would you consider subscribing to this channel? Would you like this page, please, so that you can get these updated videos? I'm going to take you out here by just bringing one more thing to your attention, and that is simply that we are at a great debt today to Ben Hilton and Jeff Herwig, of course, for allowing me the use of their tracks. And I would like to just take one more moment here and thank Rogue Amoeba. I wrote to them and I told them about this clinic that I'm going to be hosting at WIBIC, which is the Western International Band Clinic, in February of 2021. And Rogue Amoeba generously already offers educators a 15% discount, but specifically if you are attending WIBIC, and perhaps if you've also taken the time to watch this video, you can have a 30% discount on the software here that I'm featuring, Farrago by Rogue Amoeba. Thank you to them. Thank you so much for offering this. This changes being a band director in the COVID era in a huge way, and I feel indebted to them. I'm not making this video for any money. There's no profit involved here. There's no commercials, no monetizing. I'm simply doing this because I want you to be successful, and I feel like this is going to be the next best thing for you. So again, Gregg Charest signing off here. Thanks for joining me today on Ensemble Teacher Tech, and I hope that you will consider joining me in the future. Take care.